I'm married! I suspect that's the best way to start this travel journal, because it is the reason why Carl and I are about to hop on a Cathay Pacific flight from Brisbane to Hong Kong today. We board in 20 minutes.
How much money got, lady?
2,500 baht.
Rich lady.
We have a couple of hours stopover in Hong Kong as well. Might do some duty-free shopping there. Our first day was spent in Bangkok. First, a taxi from the airport for an amazing 220 baht. We checked into New World Lodge, which was clean and air-conditioned and had a fridge and a bathroom and a TV. Very different to the last time I was there, in Bangkok. First we walked to the Golden Mount with Khao San Road along the way.
That's we call Little Buddha because there is Big Buddha. There's the missus, the little missus.
My husband. My husband.
You ring my bell, baby. Look how tall this thing is. It's about 40 feet tall. It's gigantic. And it's the top of the mountain. That's amazing. Once you're heading the way
Then we took a longboat from the nearest canal at Golden Mount for 15 baht each into the city. The sides are raised and lowered according to the splashing of the water.
That's cool.
Always the motorbike sport.
That is so cool.
We looked at shops and for Carl a jacket for the cruise, which we eventually found on Khao San Road after much toing and froing. And we found an amazing food hall for lunch. 100 baht got us 2 lunches and 2 big drinks. And basically we wandered around until I got very tired feet and we decided to call it a day and head back to the hotel. Bangkok was very hot and sticky, and the very most you'd want to wear is singlet and shorts. We bought a black bikini for me for 19 baht, and sunglasses string for 69 baht, and Carl bought a beautiful Giorgio Armani jacket, 1750 baht. And I should mention that baht was worth 30 baht was worth an Australian dollar. We ended up going for a tour to the north-west of Thailand to the River Kwai and surrounds. 730 baht each for 2 days, 1 night accommodation, food, transport, all inclusive. Bargain! After a short, slightly anxious wait for the minibus to pick us up from the hotel, we got started. We staggered out of the bus to look at the World War II war graves and memorials to commemorate the troops who died on the way to building the railway line to the River Kwai and Burma. Many thousands perished. It was a peaceful place but quite sad, especially with each plaque giving the age of the fallen soldier. Some were only 22. After the memorial we went to the Jeth Museum at the bridge of the River Kwai. It was an odd museum. Things were arranged a bit haphazardly and in rather odd order. Still, it gave the visitor an idea of the horrible events that occurred and the way so many of the Allied forces died there. The minibus was indicative of the cost of the tour. The air conditioning didn't work, there was no luggage space, and we were crammed up the front. It was very hot. I slept for much of the trip out of Bangkok, but then began to enjoy the countryside. A highlight of the trip was seeing elephants bathe on the other side of the river, a very cool and very classic typical look of North Thailand. After the museum we drove for about an hour to where we are now, an elephant park and a kind of lodge or hotel on the River Kwai. The lodge is a series of floating wooden buildings holding about 4 hotel rooms, a balcony and restaurant and bar. We had some lunch here, and right now we are sitting outside our room on the balcony having a beer at 40 baht for a small can, and a few chippies, and waiting to see if dinner is part of the package, which in fact it was. But back to the Savo. We headed out in the minibus again to a waterfall, which was okay but lacking a little in water. We walked to the source of the waterfall, which was a lovely freshwater spring surrounded by National Park. Little kids were splashing about in the waterfall and the spring, and it was really nice to relax and sit still for a bit. We then walked back to the minibus. Then the best bit of the day, a train ride. A big old train with wooden seats and ceiling fans, and we sat looking out on the amazing Thai landscape, drinking a can of beer or two. We saw a part of the railway that was constructed during the war, with big wooden struts. One tour guide dangled my camera out the window in order to take a photo. It was a pretty good photo. Then back to the hotel and elephant camp, on the back of a ute converted into public transport. It started raining really hard. By the time we got back, it was a full-on tropical rainstorm with lightning and torrential rain. Very exciting. So they prepared dinner for us, which was 3 dishes of veggies and chicken with rice. One dish I liked best of all had lots of chilli. Feeling pretty knackered, we both went to bed before 8 p.m. A mattress on the floor, a fan, clean sheets, all a recipe for a good sleep. Out cold till early morning. Friday.